okay guys, welcome to another video. Yep, you've seen the title. Yeah, if you think that 8-bit home computers that came out, I don't know, 40 years ago are a dormant platform, then think again. You could not be further from the truth. Yeah, these machines are no longer commercially available. However, there is such a massive hobbyist thing that's going on with all these machines, and I'm going to show you 4 games which have come out fairly recently now. Some of them may have came out a year ago. When I say recently, I mean, you know, they didn't come out 40 years ago. So anyway, kicking things off, this is Metroid Mania on the ZX Spectrum. Lovely little intro here, I'll just let you watch this. Now the beauty of all these games, the games I'm going to show you, is they're all completely free that I'm aware of. Just Google it, put in the name and then put download and then hit return on your PC and I guarantee you'll find them. So yeah, this is Metroid, what is it called? Moore's Mare? Yeah. It is called Metroid Mania, it wasn't the title. Yeah, the graphics are just excellent. Now you'll see why it's called Metroid Mania. It's basically it's a kind of combination between these two games. Pressing up jumps, pressing fire doesn't do anything at the moment. But it did tell me I need to try and get that gun. I love the graphics of the little baddies. They're just amazing looking. So yeah, you can see the influences from Metroid. Right, map. Okay, so I can go up. Open airlock. Can't seem to jump up there. Yeah, it looks like I can go right. Well, I can't go right at the moment, and I can also go up. Right, there must be some other way to get up here. Ah, right, okay. A to call an elevator, right, that certainly helps. So I'm assuming I kinda want to go to the left here because that gun that it said I could pick up was kinda along to the left. Ah, bollocks, I'm back to where I started. Whoa! Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a new game from 4 different 8-bits. One the Spectrum, one the Atari 800, one the Amstrad, and one on the Commodore 64. Like I says, these games, they probably came out, they may have came out this year, they may have come out last year. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, a game that came out for these machines 4 years ago is still a modern game. But I really like this. I love the graphics, I really do. It's so detailed and like a great use of colour, it really is. Right, I should reach that blaster. How did I get through there? Sounds good as well, music's excellent. It's hard to imagine that this game, if this game came out in 1986, it would have absolutely got a crash smash. Right, now come on. We need to not fall down there if we can help it. Right, where now? Can that do anything there at all? Right, okay, so what I want to do is drop down there and try not to die. Excellent! Ha ha ha! Oh, you bugger off, sit down. That wee tune's actually quite catchy. Come on! Nice, I've scared them off. Yeah, I do like the use of colour. I mean, the colour, obviously, as we know, the Spectrum is notorious for colour clash. And what they tend to do is, to kind of avoid any colour clash, they just go for monochrome. But this one has gone for a... They've used the colour really nice, without sacrificing detail, because sometimes, yeah, the bullets are the same colour as the backgrounds, but you can see quite clearly. So, anyway, that's an awesome game. That is Metroidvania. And that is on the Spectrum. Right, and now it's Atari's turn. Now, I wrongly said Atari 800. This only runs on an Atari 130XE. Now, if you're running an emulator, you need to make sure it's the 130XE, which has 128K memory. It will not run on an Atari 8-bit. Or sorry, it won't run on an Atari 400 or 800 XL. It's got to be the 130XE with extra memory. Now this does look, yep, you know this game. This is a conversion of the Atari and the Commodore Amiga. Arcade classic, Jeff Crammond classic. This was one of my favourite games on the Amiga. It's nipping along at a feral rate, which is nice. Now the C64 version of this, believe it or not, is actually very, very good. I think I've played it once. I mean, I had long moved across to the Amiga by the time this came out for the C64. Now this one here we're playing on Atari. This came out a couple of years ago, I think it was. It's got identical handling. It really feels the same. The only slight difference is probably the sort of shaded graphics aren't quite as detailed as the Amiga ones, but it plays really nice. It feels just like the Amiga one. Try and don't fall off. Ow! Bollocks. Right, there we go. Getting lifted back up again. Yeah, graphics are great. Sound is great as well. The secret with this game is just learning the courses, learning when to put the foot on the gas, when to use the turbo, when not to use the turbo, when not to use the accelerator. It's all about, you don't want to get too much air, you want to try and land, basically keep your wheels on the ground if you can. Because what happens is you'll see at the top there, the top of the sort of frame, you've got a crack. Now each time you have a kind of heavy landing, that crack extends, and when eventually it gets along to the far right, then it's game over. Basically, your I don't know what you'd call it, a go-kart, whatever it is a complete write-off. But yeah, this one plays beautifully. Whoa, overcooked a wee bit. Took a wee bit of damage. Ah, damn it. I'm well behind. Certainly not going to catch this guy again. And it's game over. Go out in style. Yeah, listen, that's excellent. That is Stunt Car Racer. And that is on the Atari 130XE. Like I says, make sure if you're going to play it under emulation, make sure you set it to 130XE. It will not run on Atari 800. Right, this is on the C64. This is called Into Hinderland World. Nice bit of Sid music. There we go, in 2085, 90% of all life forms became extinct by environmental catastrophes. Blah 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 blah. You have to collect all energy capsules, otherwise your armoury and the whole mission is in danger. Shake the joystick to start. Time warp in 2085. Right, now this, whoa, this is quite sensitive. Basically this is your automatics accelerating. You're just moving up, down, left and right, and I'm guessing you're just really trying not to crash. Silky smooth scrolling. I know it doesn't look like it on this. I think it's because my the software I use for my videos, it just doesn't seem to render it as sharp as the game plays. That's a bit annoying. Shake joystick right and left to start. I like that synth tune, that was quite catchy. Right, I've done a little edit there, for the simple reason I took about, I don't know, 6 or 7 goes to actually get past this bit, and that was going to get extremely dull for you guys, so I've just kind of cut a wee bit out. And rather annoyingly, when you hit the side you go right back to the very start. I'm not a big fan of games like this where it's got a frustrating bit to start off with. Now, if you so much as graze the walls or ceiling, or the bottom I should say, or the ceiling, then you go right back to the very start again. Yeah, it just kind of accelerates on its own there, so it's quite difficult. There's more to it than this. If this was all the game was, it would be pretty dull. Whoa! Right, Cambrian, 542 million years ago, or is that in the future? I'm guessing. Right, okay, there we go. Right, so it's kind of going to say R-Type-esque. Got a boy in the jellyfish. Whoa! Ah, you've got a shield. I was wondering why I wasn't dying there. I quite like the little bubble effects. This kind of gives quite a good impression of being underwater. I don't know what the hell they are. Giant fleas. Music is excellent though. I really like the music. Ah, balls. That thing came from behind. Right, I've just noticed if you press spacebar, you get that sort of kind of option type thing. It's like the little thing that you would get out of Gravity. What do you call it? Gradius or Nemesis. But annoyingly, when you press spacebar now, when you're trying to control this using a joystick, you're really not got a spare digit or spare hand to press the fire button, or to press the spacebar, I should say. Quite sure what actually. Nah, it kinda like it does fire. Well, it did fire. No, I've just shot it. I got the shield. Yeah, it's slightly frustrating. I mean, I've played a lot better shmups for the C64. I mean, it's an interesting little game. It didn't last too long. I don't seem to actually be getting any better firepower. Do you notice that? I don't know what these are supposed to be. No idea. Can't even. These just don't look like anything. The graphics are nice. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of the sprites, but the actual sort of landscape does look very underwater-esque. Anyway, yeah, that's into Hinderland World, and that's on the Commodore 64. Right, last game we're going to look at. Now this is a commercial game, but it's definitely worthwhile checking out. This is Pinball Dreams, and this is on the Amstrad CPC, and yes, this is actually, it's a version of the classic Commodore Amiga. Now that is a very nice picture. They're obviously using some kind of hold and modify to get sort of graphics that look like that. Now obviously pinball games have moved on, you know, massively in the last sort of 30 years. I mean, you've now got things like Visual Pinball and Pinball Arcade, and they're almost perfect, they almost look exact. But this, you know, this was basically what Pinball Dreams was, the first really good pinball game for home computers. Saying that, I was a massive fan of David's Midnight Magic, which came out in the C64, but compared to this, it was very basic. So yeah, this is on the Amstrad. Now, the Amstrad is not renowned for having particularly smooth scrolling, and this is really nice. I mean, look at the use of colour there. It's not got the exact same sheen as the Commodore Amiga, but you can't expect that, you know, it's an 8-bit machine. But this is really, really nice. I know Novabug, he raves about this game. Oh, damn it. And that is why I do not like pinball. I just feel I tend to think it's far too kind of random. I know it's not. There are pinball enthusiasts screaming down into their monitor as they're watching me fumble about. But yeah, that's why I'm not a massive pinball fan. I just find it too kind of hit or miss. Quite literally hit or miss. What was the other ones? There was Pinball Fantasies. I can't remember. I think Pinball Dreams. I think that was the first one. But I mean, look at the title, the score. This looks, you know, it does look amazing. When you remember, this is on the an Amstrad CPC with 64K, I think it was. Yep. Oh, damn it. Game over. How do we rate? Quit. Yeah, let's quit. Right, okay, let's try Steel Wheel. What I'll do is I'll play one life, I think, on this and the last two tables. Just can you give you a flavour of what it's like. I think that ball defied gravity. But yeah, I've got to say the movement of the ball is really nice, you know, it's super smooth. You know, again, I keep trying to remind you, you need to bear in mind this is an 8-bit computer, it's not a 16-bit. Ah, bollocks. Right, we'll give it another go. Music is nice in this one, I like that. Ah, damn it. Right, game over. Right, how do we start again? How do we come out? There we go. Escape. Right, yeah. Let's try. We've got 2 more to go. Right, Beatbox. music again is quite impressive. Very kind of techno, electronic. I did watch a few guys playing pinball. It was at one of the play events, and I noticed what they do is they tend to kind of get the ball just to kind of stop dead like that, and then they just kind of flip it up. Whereas before I would just hammer the flippers. Whereas I think you try and use that and you try and kind of aim the ball. Because trust me, when you see people who can actually play pinball, it's not random. There is a fair bit of luck involved, but there's a lot of skill in it as well. Oh, close. Obviously the big thing you don't get with video pinball is you don't get the feedback, you know, the actual, the weight of the ball that you get with a proper pinball table, but still good fun. Right, let's take a look at the very last one. Right, last one's called Nightmare. Don't remember this one, funnily enough. The one that I liked the best, it was that clown one. Was that Pinball Fantasies? I thought it was Pinball Dreams, but I think it must have been Pinball Fantasies. Balls. So anyway, yeah, there's 4 new games for old systems. You know, like I says, if you think that the 8-bits and 16-bit machines are dead, then you could not be further from the truth. I mean, you know, there's such a vibrant community around putting out these new games. Now, some of the better ones, they do charge, and why not? Just because a machine is no longer made, you can't expect to always get software for free. You know, some of them, stuff like Sam's Journey, Galencia, they do cost money, but then there's also a lot of them that are completely free. So still lots and lots of fun to have with your old machines. Yeah, so that is Pinball Dreams in the Amstrad. So anyway, yeah, Spectrum, we've got Metroid Mania, you've got Stunt Car Racer on Atari 130XE, you've got Into Hinderland World on the C64, and not in last place, but the last one in the video is Pinball Dreams on the Amstrad. As always guys, thank you very much for watching.